Hello everyone, and welcome back. We are back after a pretty long hiatus. Sorry for that, but due to weather. For more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we began Chapter 5 of Ace Attorney, where where a sister of a friend of Mia's came after her sister was charged with murder, but to make things more complicated for Phoenix, her sister has already confessed to the crime. So Phoenix really has his work cut out for him this time, and he doesn't have Maya here to help him. So, but he does have. He's still not alone here. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm doing bad at this right now. Anyway, let's continue, and hopefully, I'm probably gonna have to look through the court records again to refresh my memory on some things. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Mr. Wright?
What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola! What? Oh, right, this dude. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worried about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Pardon?
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat off? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. Say what? I saw it that day, too. She's wearing a red muffler. Okay, yeah, but that wasn't... Wait, what are we going with this?
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edge was seeing it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Oh, get out of here, Marshall. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 9. Okay, now would be a good time for me to look through the court record, I think. Let's see. No one would believe I was just, okay, yeah. Let's see. King of Prosecutors Trophy. Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon used in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces the victim's blood, no prints. Because she was wearing gloves, apparently. I mean, she was, but never mind. Parking stub. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot entered at 5:12 p.m. Yeah, this is about Miles' car, where the body was found. Blue Badger panel. Okay. Work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Goodman's autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Assessment. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment, wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Yeah, that last part came into play already. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Right. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Which we determined was actually talking about the car muffler and not the article of clothing. Although apparently she actually was wearing the scarf that day also. So I don't know what's going on now. Let's see, parking lot floor plans. The parking lot with the Edgeworth's car. Okay. Security, yeah, we determined she saw the crime committed from the security room because of this barrier here next to the telephone. And because this is where she was actually parked at, because that's visitor parking, where this is employee parking. Okay, crime photo taken by Angel Star after the crime was committed. Except how was it? I don't understand that now. And the victim's shoe. Why did Animal's shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye? Okay, anyway, I'll see if I can pull off a miracle here, because my memory is pretty rusty on this case at the moment. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh dear. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Is he? Dude, you okay? That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. Okay, we get it, Judge. It can't be! This can't happen!
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, that's another question. Well then, I believe it is time to continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me? Okay, who's talking here? I don't know. Knock knock? Who's there? Who the hell is this guy? What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature was 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you! Who's you? Am I supposed to know this guy? What the hell? Oh, sorry I'm late, Udgy. Roads are packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello? No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Udgy, my boy! You have to make time to relax!
Who is this guy?
Yes, indeed.
Udgy, seems to be his nickname for the judge?
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Hey, thanks? So sorry about a little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Okay. Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? No, I'm afraid we never had the pleasure of meeting. And I sure wouldn't have guessed that's who he was. I mean, I could tell he's kind of someone important, but yeah. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Gosh. I already can't take this guy. What the fudge? Name's Gant. Damn it, Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. And I have no idea what kind of pun this is. Demon Gant? I don't know. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. What? Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler!
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. What? But to think that it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. It was? Wait a minute. Do I still have the picture of that? I bet I don't. Nope, I don't. Darn it. Fine. I don't think that was ever in my court record anyway. But to think that it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Please stop. Please stop doing that. Ugh. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, isn't it? Objection! Yeah. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Oh, or didn't you hear me? Okay. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Yeah, same here.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
What?
Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch, and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Oh, okay! I see how it is! Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it!
Fine. Holy hell. What the hell? Oh, hello.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
Okay, fine. Whoa! What the hell?
Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood?
Switchblade knife added to the court record. Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Oh. What? Small tag attached. What is this? Okay. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Why not? Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? What? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Are you sure about that? There was a murder at the police department? A detective? Yeah. Dude, Judge. Can you keep up a little bit? Oh, wait a minute. The police department? No, wait a minute, what? Okay, no. I'm sorry, this just sunk in. Because the murder we're talking about, what happened at the... I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. That's hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Objection! Yeah, objection, what the hell? Well, wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Do we? Well, Mr. Wright, no. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Fine. This just made my job a lot harder, didn't it? This time special, but I can't say how here. Fine. Unless there's evidence to... Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Yeah, about that.
Objection!
Wait a second. Oh, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Oh, an honest to goodness, what do you mean from Urgent? This is great. What is with this dude? Look at the tag. Look, wrong voice. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12-2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 221 SL. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same name that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little brother. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
That was a bad day for the department. We were in any shape to do an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look on your eyes there, Ryder, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Ah, crap. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. You already know when the victim died. It's at the same time that... what's his name did? How the victim was killed, where the victim was found. Okay. Like I said, we already know when he died. Because that was said earlier. So it's down to one of these two questions. I kinda wanna say... no, actually I think I should go with where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
Oh, this knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Oh, yeah. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Except it is. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Ryder. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Wright, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. We don't give a damn. We'll get the information unofficially. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the police department, okay? Fine. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Oh, I think I beg to differ. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 584-2189. Yep. There we go. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first... You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? Oh, yes it does. The ID number of the victim at the police department. 584-2189. Oh yeah, this definitely tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning... it has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Take that!
Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? What are we even doing right now? Ugh. You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. What? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. But it's the... Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh-ho! Is it yours? What do you think? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Wright. Personality IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. Gosh dang it. Do we have to spell this out for you? Of course, then again, he couldn't even remember the first numbers, so... And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with 82... I forgot. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright. What is this? Edgeworth, I thought... Mean, that's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho, sharp stack, Righto. Shot as attack, sharp as attack. But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Except, yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time! That's impossible! So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Yeah, seems to be the case. Order! Chief! What does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor! The police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? We heard you, but we're kind of done with this. The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare! We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, brother. Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Yep. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. I just noticed something on him that I didn't notice before. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Ugh! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
Back then, yeah. Now... In any case, it's a serious error of gross negligence of duty on your part, Werther.
Objection!
Yeah, objection indeed. But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... Well... No such luck this time, Werther. Or should I say, unwerther? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until the connection was proven in court. Well, guess what? It's been proven, so hand it over. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Werther. What with all those rumors. You were even in the defense chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what's happened. It's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth,
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Wow. Okay. Save your progress. Yes, let's do that. And I'll be right back, so just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Day 2 investigation. Oh boy. Yeah, I am definitely smelling a rat, or maybe two here. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright and Company Law Offices.
Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 4 p.m. on the after 5 p.m. on the 21st. Yeah. SO9. And died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room.
What's this in the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us!
Okay, back here. Yeah, I wonder if Miles is ever going to get his car back. Anyway, February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum was empty. The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water.
My sister erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her!
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Heh. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
But me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Yeah, what? Oh, forget it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the X button to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
Okay. I guess maybe here? There we go. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount of blood? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
Oh yeah. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there had to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Luminol testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh, wrong voice, so...
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable! Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Or fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today.
It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait. She doesn't mean...
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? I guess not.
What do you think about this? It's written on the knife and on that note.
Apparently not.
I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID card here in this parking lot.
Well, there's no mistake in that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
I wish I could be so sure.
You said you want some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. Didn't look at it.
You must have to brew the teas a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Okay, so that one it.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes were the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time? Okay, here we go.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I can come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection!
So, rookie.
Well, what?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Steak lunch received from Miss Star. Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Well, I guess we're done here. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is!
She's like a kid in an amusement park.
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Okay, well, we can tell who stays here a lot. February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room.
So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime?
It sure seems that way. Oh! Oh!
What's wrong?
It's those cacti! They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Yep.
Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
There is? If you say so. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Phoenix. The cactus, nature's most tsundere plant. That is true, and welcome to the stream, Soup. How you doing tonight?
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? Punchy? Paunchy? Pinchy? Oh, I know, a poochie!
No, neither of those.
Well, that's good to hear.
What you up to today?
Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here.
Just now read what was on this sign here.
Look, on the floor, a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed.
You sure have an active imagination.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not! If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch!
I'd say it's more of a YAR! YAR! Myself. Okay. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in! It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. I'm on lunch break, just set the boys' hat mod. Oh, okay. Boys now have such cool hats. Oh, really? Is that all that's in here? Is that everything in here? I guess so. Well, that didn't get us much of anything. Anywhere. They have Minecraft, Mario, and Sonic hats. Oh, okay. Gotcha. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please!
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught a criminal, now we just need evidence. The criminal, you mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah, I did. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto! Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly.
Well, wait! Don't leave!
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Oh boy. Alright. Wait. Oh, right. We have to go from here, I think. Yeah. February 23rd, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
I have a couple of suspicions, Soup, but I'm going to keep quiet about them for now. Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh, gosh! Try hearing that with headphones on! I dare you! Ugh!
Well, what was that?
Sir! That's what I'm saying! Me? A perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir! That's what I'd say! Hi! Greetings, sir! Okay. R.I.P. Luna's eardrums. Yeah, it's about.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you did you? Pop! Gosh dang it! Stop doing that! Ugh! Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What? What?
Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Yeah, I agree. He does not live up to his name. Please do not do that again, sir. Okay, talk. The day of the crime. Ugh! Do I have to take my headphones off until this is done? Gosh dang it. Sir! I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the law room was empty, sir.
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer is none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Okay. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yeah! What the heck is this guy doing? Yeah, what? Okay, buddy, I think we need to know what happened to your hand there. Because that was something I noticed earlier.
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white! I saw red! I blacked out! And when I came to, I was here! In the detention center! How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir! There was no one to bandage me, sir! That's not what we're asking. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir! A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Let's do this first. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't let... Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! That is getting irritating very fast. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here, that should do for now. Just remind me to turn it back on later. I would, but you happen to be in detention. And alive and well at that. See, it doesn't feel... hang on a minute. Let me just turn it back up to 1. Oh, well, yes, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. That volume would be fine, I think. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir! None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir! At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay, now for the bandaged hand. How did they even... Okay, I have to ask, how did they even let him stay in the detention center with that thing? About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir!
Don't you think you could just confess?
But, sir, but there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. Wait, what? And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared!
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir! All the shock! All the... Gosh dang, just a minute. Man, I hope this guy's done talking soon. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep yelling like this. All the shock! All the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
Oh boy. Is that really all that's left? Surely not. Well, I guess let's...
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment! But, sir, now I remember! I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card! That card was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little off patrol. Yeah, you already said this. Oh, here we go. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodwin, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
So that's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto to others before they do unto you! My own father's word, sir. That's not how it goes, but okay.
Well, what happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. Oh, boy.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who we met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape!
And you waited till now to tell us this?
I'm sorry! Really sorry, sir! I hand over my badge! I don't deserve it! No thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Which crime scene? The car or the evidence room? Okay, I think we're good to go now. Thank goodness. Because I could not keep yelling like that much longer. Well, again, which... I guess try the parking lot first. Okay, nope. So, the evidence room. Nope, we can't go in there either, so what the heck am I supposed to be doing? Let's see. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, okay, here we go. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk!
It's Police Chief Gaunt. Oh, right. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. What are we even talking about right now? I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir! We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Oh, right, my boy. How you been? Swim much? No, we haven't had time. Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
That's a good question. What are we doing here? Fine. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, would? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gord Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Rido? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee does, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on that tough too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Ryder, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. Like a den of tuna. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier?
Huh? You saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can find to kind of discreetly ask him. The guy can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Either him or the Dancy Blue Badger. Okay, nope, can't bribe him with that. Fine, I'll just go through everything I've got and see what he responds to. Well, I guess there's nothing else to question him about right now. Because I've already gone through everything with him. So, I guess that's that. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Oh, yeah. He was not in the best of moods yesterday.
Well, this place is classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Hedgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay. What a fancy suit, I know, right? A work desk. Quite tidy is my wife's desk.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. His paw is so high I can see my own reflection.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing new here. Right now. I don't think... Is that? Yeah, okay. Well, where should we begin?
Oh, well, isn't obvious? We should begin with, you know, that thing.
The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously?
Oh, well, you see...
We should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it?
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No, you're being very helpful.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I know you're going through a tough time with her, what with all those rumors. You were even the defense charges this past December. Yeah, he was not in a good mood yesterday. There was that business with him not reading that officer... Oh,
There was that business with him not reading that officer's report.
about the killing at the police department, right. The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Yeah. Yeah, but I already tried to go to the... I already tried to go in there and I couldn't. Yeah, see, I can't get into the evidence room. I'm supposed to be finding... What's his name? Should I go... Oh, let me go... Is he at the crime scene? No, but let's take a look around anyway.
So what model car is it?
I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that.
Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things.
Maybe it is about time I got my driver's license. Might be a good idea.
That's where we found that note. 221 SL9, the SL9 incident.
Oh, sorry, that was Phoenix.
A case for that was due for transferal the day of the murder.
And the detective in charge of the case was the victim.
I wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident thing was.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to guess just knowing the case number.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it out in the outline. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him!
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. So, this is the famous oil drum.
Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Hiya! That's okay.
No, that's okay, don't cry. That on the sky must be one strong woman. Hang on a minute. Okay, I guess not. Well, fudge, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing then. But I thought I'd already been everywhere. I could go. Look, that patrolman is saluting that other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me! How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer.
That wasn't a salute, it was an eye test.
They make a good pair.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda.
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
Do you mind asking me how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. So what am I missing? Because I've thought I've already been everywhere. Or looked everywhere. I did go to the police department though. So I'm confused now.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So, nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not! Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. ID 59. Oh, I see. is a detective's desk. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expect. I guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. That gunshot was a fake. This is good. Now, no one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Okay. Well, let's see what happens if I go to the guard station now. Absolutely nothing. See, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do now. I've been everywhere and talked to everybody. Officer Meeks, you take a look at this. Oh, sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir?
He's past the buck, Mr. Wright.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the book to Edgeworth. Is that what do we go talk to? Nope. Yeah, I think I do need to know where to go at this point. Because I feel like I've been everywhere and talked to everybody. Oh, hang on, no, wait, don't look it up. Because I just found something to talk to about, to the chief about. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Stop doing that. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir! It's an honor!
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Okay.
Heh.
Gumshoe can certainly use $50, that's true.
Heh. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID!
You seem happy.
Yes, sir! Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir!
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Yep, let's get this done. Think of all the instant noodles you could buy. That's very true. The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha, the card reader is turned off, see?
What is turned?
What is that security guard thinking? Yeah, and where the hell is he? Howdy, partners. Never mind, there he is. Well, well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? You mean... Yeah, exactly. And hello, Ashi. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What... Phoenix, were you saying? We knew it was him. I mean, it's obvious from the decor, for starters. What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for? As you may surmise, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw! Yippee-ki-yay!
Sorry, had to do it. Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy, then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Did you ever play Mad Dog McCree? No, I did not. Huh? That's an old game, isn't it? Like, I want to say from, what was it on? I remember it being on 3DO, seems like, and maybe Sega CD. It's basically an FMV shoot-'em-up. Yeah. Anyway, let's head to the evidence room, finally! And yeah, it is very old. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room?
He is McCree from Overwatch's ancestor. Okay, I was wondering about that. I did kind of wonder about that. I think I kind of made the connection. Anyway. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Anyway.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Oh, hello. Eek! Whoa! What just happened?
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Oh, what'd you do, slap him? I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? What part? Right, oh please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anybody asked me... Okay! Okay, well, I don't know, you can ask him, Gumshoe. Maybe that is true. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire, knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. He will lend you $50, apparently. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone 50 bucks! Will loan anyone 50 bucks, you and me? Will loan anyone 50 bucks, you and me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today. Boss for
a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room, floor plans added to the courtroom. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Okay, how about we go and take a look at that for real quick. Oh. Okay. Well, offhand, that's not much help. So I guess it'll come in handy later. Let's see here. Let's talk to him first.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You'll have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
You can't catch a break, I know, right? Especially in this case, I don't know what the hell's going on. There's a bunch of fishy stuff going on here. Anyway, Edgeworth. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. Oh, I think I know who's responsible. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case. Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. What do you mean the DL6? That was a big end of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about... Wait, are we talking about SL9? I thought maybe he was talking about the DL6. I guess not. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since they're in the force already. Wow. I'm not gonna say a thing.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it...
Zap! You get a shock!
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Okay, let's do this first. Detective Goodman's note in that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so that's what he meant. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. Well, why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? You should probably give the stake to its rightful owner. Yeah, whenever I can see him. Or are you talking about giving it to Gumshoe? Because I sure wouldn't mind doing that. A serial killing? A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. Yeah, I know Marshall is who I'm supposed to give it to, I just... Oh, right, because I gotta talk to him. Oh yeah, he's back in the room now, I forgot. Okay, well I'll do it after I leave here. Yeah, I wish you could give it to Gumshoe. Yeah, me too. He probably deserves it more. Especially the way things are going for him right now. Anyway, a serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Let's take a look around here. There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. You mean we'd rather you talk behind your back? Anyway.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead. Yikes. That's why it isn't back talking. He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
No, I guess, but wow. Okay, what's this? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. Yeah, one of them looks like a fishing pole.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Oh, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. You might not want to push the button, Phoenix. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. Oh. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box. You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have read Danganronpa If, but that's what the boxes remind me of. that little yellow device.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
Humph! It won't open!
Did you really think it would? Hey pal, security's high tech around here. Okay. Why is there paint here?
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time. What? True art has always been a war against oppression. Crayon full of golden grams?
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Oh, okay. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room? Why not?
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the stick on one of the pieces there? Another piece of... Okay, I just saw something, but I'll have to just investigate it a little bit. Another piece of SL9. Sorry, now I'm getting those two cases mixed up. Another piece of SL9 evidence. Yeah, let's take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. There's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, come on, Kyle. Oh, okay. I gotta solve puzzles now, huh? Let's see. There we go. Got that piece done. Okay, nope. Okay, nope, not that one. Oh wait, it might be this one. Yeah, there we go. I don't think so, but... Work calls. Good luck with the case. Thanks, Soup. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. You can take care. Nope. No. Okay. Actually, is this one? Nope. Here we go. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I think that's this one. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's still one piece missing, though.
Haha? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Unstable jar. Jar piece back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Okay. Well, I don't think we're done here yet. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Oh yeah, I was gonna check this. Well, what's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Still don't think you could buy this stuff off your allowance. What, the spray I'm using, you mean? The luminol testing fluid? Okay, not there. Oh yeah, okay, we already know there's blood there, but are we supposed to find it somewhere else? Oh, hello! Okay, nothing there. Yep. Okay, this is... I mean, I found this blood, so what am I... Oh, okay. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. No. Maybe Detective Goodman. Okay, maybe you can. Oh, really? What did you find out? Was it actually an alien? Shoot, come on.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Okay, let's spray this too.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker, it's mine.
It's yours?
Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. What the hell is he talking? That sounds like Gumshoe's guilty. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can trust the police. You can't trust the police. That's kind of weird for you to be saying, but okay.
What? But you're a detective.
Okay, moving on. Depends. Can you pay his fee? Because he's probably past due on the office rent. That's true. I guess that's everything. Okay, yeah, now let's give him his lunch to get him to talk. Oh wait, actually I haven't talked to him yet. Never mind.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wild prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer. Oh. I want to go back and recheck the room. I don't think you checked the left side. I thought I did. Oh well. Cause that's what I was looking at first.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk. Well, I did a little bit and I didn't find much, but I'll go back and check again. I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Please don't start talking like him. Yeah, you may be right. You're probably right. I'll come back and talk to him again in a bit. Oh wait. No. Yeah, it's pretty. This is the only thing I found suspicious on this side enough. Maybe I'm delusional, I just thought there was some cue that it was done. So I think sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. I know in Danganronpa there usually is. They give you a cue when you're done investigating in a room, but I don't know about here. Well, if it seems like there's still something that needs to be done, I'll come back here. But I gotta finish talking to Marshall right now.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Okay, say the same thing until I actually feed him. Got it. That smell. Oh, reminds me of Texas. I still have doubts this dude's ever been to Texas, but okay.
So, Officer Marshall,
You're from Texas? Again, I doubt it. No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
yeah, Miss Star.
Well, what's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like. Yeah. If he stops talking with his mouth full.
He's willing to talk.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my FIFA job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
I don't think it was a horse, but okay. There's no need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines too much. That explains a lot. Kinda like that stewed broccoli that sneak in next to your steak, you know? Okay.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prayer fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen!
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tape is automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. They're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go to the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh. Do tell. So this is the ID card record. Okay. Now I see. Can I remove this? Man, I hate that I can't remove this thing.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yeah, but let's do this first. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep all the evidence from solved cases in this room. They are kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call a transferal. We do it every February.
doing now?
Transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Okay. Now to present... Actually, what... Okay, yeah. Let's present this to him.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Oh, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
498... Gosh dang it, I'm trying to read that 5th number. Oh wait, is it the same as that one up there?
Look, the 4th number! It's the perfect match!
It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Oh gosh, I always thought I was doing this. Sir! I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card! So, you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Okay, thanks for not doing that, making that sound again. That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card, then... why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Yeah, I want to look at it real quick, though. 4989596, and it's on here twice. About 25 minutes apart, but there's no name. We don't know the names of these guys. And who the heck has an ID number of all 7s? Oy. If that thing reads Nagito Komaeda, I'm gonna scream. That would be even worse! That would actually be even worse. Actually, would it be even worse? I don't know. I don't know if Junko or Nagito would be worse. Anyway, actually I lied. Hers is, yeah, I can believe that. Hers ID 6666666. Yeah, I can believe that. Oh, okay, yeah, I'd buy that one too. All 7s is Celestia Ludenberg. Yeah, I'll buy that too. Anyway, I think we're done here. Or did I was there something I was gonna do? Yeah, actually let me go back in there. Let me go back to the evidence room to talk to show it to Gumshoe. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Oh, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, gosh dang it. Probably is! I mean, he talks about they lost 2 other ID cards, so I wouldn't be surprised. Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Oh. Okay. And what time was that? What time was he here? 4:40 p.m. Okay. That sells it. Gumshoe's guilty.
What?
ID card record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Okay, so we see Miles Edgeworth that was here at 4:40. What I care about is this one that was in here twice, though. Anyway. Oh, you know. Well, I guess I could try to present it to him, even though he probably wasn't in there. The sheriff back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither wild nor west here.
Uh-huh, but that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so. Huh? I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Well, I'll come back to that. Actually, hang on a minute. Let me check something. Okay, yeah, nothing important there right now. Fudge, he's not here anymore. Is he gonna be the all sevens one? I bet he will be. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Oh, never mind. He doesn't have anything to do with it. Now, this is a long shot since she's not a detective anymore, but... Okay, yeah, didn't think so. Okay, let's see if Miles is back yet. Nope. Well, was there something else back in the... Well, maybe there was still something in the thing. In the evidence room. Looks like we need to... Okay, so there's two places with the... Well, I guess I'll go back in there and see if I missed something, but I thought I had already checked everything. I wish that jar was still here for me to spray it, because I saw there was clearly blood on the thing. Oh right, I didn't check this one yet. I forgot about that.
Look, this one's open and the red indicator light above it is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. True. Plus it's evidence, I assume. It's empty. He must have taken the contents elsewhere.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Oh, hello. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. Alright, check the paint. What about this up here? Nope, okay, I can't check that up there. Remember, the first TS release didn't have any sort of indicator that you already inspected an area. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think well, I didn't know that, but it makes sense. Oh. Well, maybe this was something we could check out. I guess not. Yeah, I already checked that. And check these. Wait, I can check the door? Oh.
That's the door we just came in through.
Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out.
I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while you're inside.
Let's not think about that. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. But yeah, I seem to be making a lot of Danganronpa references tonight, darn I? Well, not a whole lot, but still some. Alright. Yeah, I already sprayed over here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Okay, and I already talked to him about everything. Did you spray Gumshoe yet? I don't think that's gonna let me do that. But, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay, nope, nothing on the door. Be funny if there was some on his cacti. Okay, that's just ridiculous. Moving on. Wait, they're gonna give us a close look at him? Let's give him the benefit down and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday.
Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's going to do something naughty.
You know, this is a long shot, but... Then again, I've taken a lot of long shots so far. Nope, he's clean. I just feel like they wouldn't leave him outdoors all the time. 24 hours a day. They already did everything here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hello! This blood must be from when Lana.
No, my sister is the murderer!
But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on?
This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Am I able to get a closer look at the car? Nope, I guess not. Nope, okay. And that's the only thing I would suspect would have anything that was in here, so... Well, once again, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I guess I can try talking to... No, not... Oh, nope. Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the movie mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares. There's the blue badger, the dancing blue badger. Who's next? I don't know. Poster review. Latest Babes in Uniform calendar, my bad. This is going nowhere. Yeah, I've been in the evidence room and I've done everything I can, I feel like. So what am I supposed to do? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card. Yeah, we already know he was... Yeah, it was Miles, we get it. So he doesn't... So he doesn't know anything else about it. Can't open the lockers if fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents! Yay.
No, the police department likes space in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Well, you're no help then. That's the victim of Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Gumshoe's secret number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, since I have no idea what the heck I'm supposed to do, I will take a hint at this point. Now, don't outright give me the answer unless I absolutely ask, but if you think you can just give me a hint. Did I show him this? Okay. Let me look it up myself. I haven't played the game in years. Alright. Sounds good. Did I show him this? Nope. What about the other one? Well, here's something he's responding to anyway. That's the photo Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. Have we done the day 1 trial yet? Yes, we have. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened.
16? That's how old I am now! I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Oh, really? That's all we're getting from that? Okay. Check on the jar. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably should have thought of that. Because I did notice the blood, but no one said anything about it, and I had no way of spraying it.
Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here.
Looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed?
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Well, okay. Okay, he doesn't say anything about that. Oh wait, did you reassemble it? Yeah, I did reassemble it. But I didn't check the bloodstains on it. Not that that seemed to do much. Okay, then try visiting Edgeworth. Okay. Nope, still not here. Yep, still not here. And I've already examined everything in here on a previous visit, so I don't think... Yeah, I also tried presenting this to him. How about this? I'll just start copying items from this. You tell me if you've done them or not. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, see, he doesn't know anything about that either, so he hasn't been in the... He hasn't been in the evidence room. Apparently. Present the switchblade or Goodman's note to Gumshoe. I think I did that, but let me make sure. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth. Yeah, I already read this. I guess it's not over, pal. Yeah, okay, did that. Speak with Gumshoe about SL9, then present the ID card record to him. That I may not have done yet. So let me... That's the... These days, everyone's called the secret numbers. I can never relax. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just talked to him about that. The record, not the ID card itself. Record. Record. Oh! Well... speak with Gumshoe about SL9. Did I do that? Yeah, I did. And then present the ID card record. Yeah, that's how we found out that Miles was the one there at 440. Was by talking to him, so yeah, we've done that. Examine the broken pieces on the ground behind the yellow tape to check it out closer. Well, let's see. You put these jar pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Assemble the broken pieces together and combine each piece when you have a match. Do this to form an unstable jar. Two, doesn't seem a little unstable. No wonder it broke.
Make sure to remember that next time I buy a jar. Okay, done that. I checked the glove, checked the locker, sprayed for blood, checked the paint, used the luminol fluid to spray the area behind the yellow tape, then the bloody handprint, then the upper leftmost locker with the flap. I thought I did that. Or maybe I did it in the wrong spot though. Hang on a minute. Cause yeah, I did spray there, but I sprayed where the thing was. So maybe that was what I did wrong. Okay, there we go. See, there's a mistake I made there. I did spray on the cloth itself, but I didn't think to spray on the locker door.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot as he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Just spam the shit out of the stuff. Yeah, I thought I did, but apparently I didn't hear. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. Oh, okay. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. I think he's left. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Treat luminol fluid like Morgana. Oh, gotcha. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Kind of button mash! Yeah. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. Okay, so I can go see Miles now. I'm going to give them my report for the day. What the hell is that? It might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problem? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. You recognize it, I take it. I believe in him. The flyer, I mean. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Okay, now we can finally go talk to Edgeworth. Sheesh. Might want to borrow $20 from the chief. Oh, boy. Okay. Go to the entrance. Go to underground parking lot. And then to the High Prosecutor's office. February 23rd. It's a call forward to the third game. Ah, okay. Gotcha. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's office. Room 1202. What the hell are you doing here? Ugh! Get out of here! You get out of here. You've been in enough trouble. Oh, August, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. What the... Is Edgeworth here?
There! Stand at by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
Didn't you know that? No, I didn't. I did not know that. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe... Oh, by the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I'm not sure that's the part you're supposed to be looking at, but okay. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing has really taken a toll on him.
Probably. Okay. The inquiry committee. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error due to the investigation. During the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? But no, I didn't know that about Miss May. Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Oh, great.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police Gaunt. Oh boy. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Okay, I won't present that thing to him. Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Do you mean that ordering an updated autopsy report was right? So you mean that ordering an updated autopsy report was right? I guess. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that! You know, that thing from State vs. Faye. Oh, right. I was asked to go by Chief Gaunt, no less. I do. I don't know what to make of him, but I'm going to say right now, I do not trust this guy as far as I can throw him. I trust this guy about as far as I can throw him.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. What in the world is... He'll loan you $50, yeah, for my silence. I bet. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. Just a minute. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. Yet Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has something to do with the Kurt case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Gaunt's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edwards told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay. Guess I wasn't that. Well, maybe that's all I need to do here then. Actually, did I present the evidences from the case to him? From SL9 to him? Okay, never mind. Oh. Oh. Crap. I thought he was saying the same thing, so I skipped over some of it. It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gaunt. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science...
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. Not giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well. Fingerprint set. Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yep, let's go back to the... evidence room. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Well, I would think this one. Oh, maybe the thumbprint too.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints.
Let me...
Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With the X button, see?
Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With the triangle button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I'd better give it a try. Oh, there we go. I had to do the whole area like this. Got it.
Aha! You did it! You found one!
But this looks like nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we're wasting our time here!
Hey, calm down! That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Look at this locker door again closely.
Oh, hello.
It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. There we go. Wait, that's not all of it. Okay. I think I'd like to try one of the other fingerprints.
Okay, let's move on to different finger.
No! That one. Ugh. This was a PETA on the... This was a pain in the ass on the original DS. Yeah, I bet. And I know it looks like I'm probably using too much, but apparently what I used before wasn't enough, so I don't know. Because this looks like a whole fingerprint to me. But whatever. Oh, but yeah, okay, what problems did it give you on the DS version? I'm curious now. Okay, what did I miss? Seriously. Gosh dang it. You had to actually blow into it. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I can see how it's annoying, but I get what you're saying. Yay, a print's so clear it's dazzling. Yeah, what did I miss? Because I went over this whole thing and... Oh, gosh dang it, forget it. dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find.
Yeah.
Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Let's see. Wouldn't be her. Wouldn't be you. What about... Nope. Oh, gosh, dang it. Ugh. Okay, yeah, I've already looked at everyone else's. Yeah. Compare. Oh, gosh, dang it. Gumshoe? What the...
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so I came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly... There's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Let's go check out the other handprint in here. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right! There is a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. Yep, let's do it. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit! Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of our hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me!
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the one left by the bloody hand. Alright, let's do it. Well, it's not letting me use the... It's not letting me dust, though. Anywhere. I'm pushing the X button. Nothing's happening. Just saying that Gumshoe pretty obviously did it, scientifically speaking. Right. I think it wants you to just pick a spot to dust. Oh, right. I'm not seeing anything, though. I mean, I'm not seeing anything outside the print. I wish I could turn off this red for the luminol, but... Oh, okay, there was something. How was I supposed to... Do you even see anything there? I do, because I sure don't. Fine. You're right about this. And I'm not even playing on the DS, I know, but you're right about this part being a pain. Of course you don't see it, it was wiped. Yeah, but I'm just supposed to... I mean, yeah, it actually showed it to me on this version, but imagine if I was playing the DS version. That would mean I would just have to be looking around at random for one. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Let's see, that was gone. Nope. Nope. Hello. Actually, let me look at the others, but I think that's right. I think that's the same. Yep. Alright, here we go. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Yeah. The luminol reactions. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall?
Looks like our investigation has finally turned up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
To be continued. So we're not going to question Marshall about this. Marshall seems kind of sus to me. I'm accusing Gumshoe. Of course you are. Okay, how long do you think the next day will take for this trial? Just off your memory. Because I really only have about half an hour left in this trial. I think it's probably going to take longer than that, so what I'm thinking is I'll probably end the stream here for tonight, and we'll start day 3 tomorrow. Two witnesses in trial day 2 according to this. Yeah, so that probably would take a while. Probably would take more than half an hour then, wouldn't it? Yeah, seeing as you know all these characters have known all these characters longer than I have, Ashi, I'm just curious, what do you think of how I voiced them? Because I try my best to come up with voices I think are good. Though, as I said before, well, I missed a good chunk of today, I'm afraid. Well, okay, based on past streams then. Though I will admit I'm not that good at coming up with a lot of male voice. So, just voice some witnesses right now. Well, okay, except like I said, I think that's going to take more than half an hour to do, isn't it? Oh, okay. Will do. Ahem. Trying to remember a line of... Okay. Well, howdy there, Bambina. There you go. That's my voice for Marshall. Fine to me. Now do Angel Star. Give me a line to do for her. I can't think of a line for her. Forget quoting a line, just do the voice. Alright, well, I had her sounding like this. Kind of trying to do a sexy voice, but also maybe a little... I guess... I don't know the word I'm thinking of. But yes, I would talk like this as her. As Angel Star. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, sultry. Now do I use the voice of Taka from Danganronpa for Officer Meekins. I was constantly yelling like this, and it was not easy on my voice, I tell ya. Okay, let me remember Chief. Well, I suppose... was that the choice I did for Chief Gun? Well, hi there, Rado. Have you figured out any... I am not coming up with any... I'm not good at coming up with a line for him. Let me try that again. Well, hi there, Rado. How's... Gosh, I forgot what he calls Edgeworth now. Worthy. How's Worthy doing right now? But I'll agree with you if you loan me $50. That one sounds odd, but I'll agree with you. Yeah, I may be a little off on how I did that voice. It probably doesn't help that I'll cut through your words. That was Hajime. Yeah, one of these days I kind of want to stream Danganronpa. I've already played the games, but it would be fun to do. But yeah, I think I am going to stop. No, that's wrong! I can't do Makoto's. I am not Bryce Papenbrook or Johnny Young Bosch, so I can't, I don't know if I can imitate their voices. Yeah, I don't know when I would ever get around to streaming Danganronpa, but... Well, actually, I'd had done it one time while Rio was watching me play, but... I'm no Matt Mercer and can't really mimic him anyways, but that doesn't stop me. That's true. And that's who I was actually... That's what I actually tried to do for Edgeworth's voice, was kind of do Matt Mercer's voice as Yusuke in Persona 5. I would be doing a deep voice like this. That sounds a little snooty. I was thinking that he's the voice of McCree from Overwatch. I think he is. If I remember right. So using that for Jake Marshall. Ah, okay. Oh, okay, I thought you meant you weren't sure if he was. Okay, yeah. I haven't played Overwatch, so I don't know what McCree sounds like. But like I said, for Miles, I went with Matt Mercer as he played Yusuke in Persona 5. He'd actually trolled his teams in the game by going in comms and going, "It's high noon." That sounds like fun. Anyway, like I said, I think I am going to end the stream for tonight. Sorry for going on my rant about voice acting. Or my, not rant, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I think I am going to stop here for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and we will start the next day. We will start day 3, which is day 2 of the trial, tomorrow. And I don't know if we're going to get this solved or not, because there's still a bunch of stuff up in the air in this case. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I don't know if I'll be doing a late night stream tonight. It just depends on if Rio comes on. Because I didn't think I was going to be able to originally because of the weather, but I think it'll be okay. But anyway, again, hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I will see you tomorrow night, and I'm going to be dropping a host. So if you'll stick around for that. Let's see, who do I want to host tonight? So, maybe. Let's see who else is on. Yeah, let's go ahead and host RPG Fancom, who is playing... What was he playing again? Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So, again, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a good night. You can, as always, you can follow my YouTube channel that's linked below to see my past live streams, and you can also follow my Twitter account to be alerted when I go live or if I have to cancel for any reason. So thanks for stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care, everyone. Bye.